bad to worse we go.
Ja, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Planescape Torment. Wir sind hier im Blackbarb Maze auf der Suche nach Ravel, die wir hier zu treffen hoffen. Aber vorher müssen wir uns gegen ein paar Monster erwehren. Was ja so schwer nicht zu sein scheint. Mhm. Noch mehr? Jupp, kommt mal her, kommt her. So. Ja, damit können wir umgehen. Geben wir nur 750 Erfahrungspunkte. Nicht wirklich viel wert. Autsch! Fallen haben wir hier also auch und tote Enden. Wie schön. Haben wir hier noch mehr? Schlag das Ding nochmal tot, bitte. Dankeschön. Komm her. Sehr gut. Na, so.
Die. Damn it. Die. Error. Error.
Gucken wir jetzt mal hier außen rum. Haben wir noch ein paar Trigits. Ja. Noch mehr Trigits.
I'm gone.
Wo bist du denn? Kleine liebe Ravel, da bist du. Ja, wie wir sehen, Ravel Puzzle Well. Na, dann wollen wir mal. Das wird jetzt eine lange Konversation. The plump, hook-nosed crone before you doesn't look much like a myth. She's outfitted in a simple, if dirty, brown shirt and leggings, with a number of pouches hanging from her frayed belt. She seems oblivious to your presence, more concerned with the tangled black roots woven together to form the floor of the maze than anything transpiring around her. Study her for a moment. A tangle of jagged grey hair juts from beneath the crown's hood, spreading down her shoulders like a mass of twisted grey roots. Sickly blue-grey flesh hangs in loose folds from her face. Her narrow chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite, and two filthy yellow canines protrude from her lower jaw, like small tusks. Attack her, ne, das wäre noch schöner. Ravel?
Visitors.
The crone's voice is thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past layers of dust. Her eyes are dull, bloody red, with black veins running through them like tree branches. As she gazes at you, a strange crawling sensation passes through you, like snakes burrowing beneath your skin. Greetings, Ravel.
Hello, my pretty thing. Have you returned at last? You were gone so long. I feared you forgot poor, lonely Ravel.
Diese Stimme ist einfach nur großartig. Ich meine größte Schwierigkeit haben, der auch nur in Ansätzen nahe zu kommen. How could I forget you, Ravel? I missed you, but you hid yourself in a place that was difficult for me to reach. Come now, did you not wish my company? Ah! Ravel's yellow smile widens, peeling back the folds of her skin, and she cackles softly. Such sweet words! You already are knowing the answer of your asking, my precious man. I scattered clues like caltrops, and these were my means of guiding you to my garden. I feared it was you who had forgot I assure you I did no such thing. I have returned to you at last. Have you? But what has returned? She squints at you with her black-veined eyes and hisses softly, Let Ravel see how you've fared in this life. She reaches out as if to caress you, and you suddenly notice her fingers are talons, each fingernail filthy and wickedly sharp. Let her touch you. Her ragged talons trace their way across your skin, and in their wake you feel the same strange tingling sensation you felt when Ravel first looked at you. Her eyes dim somewhat, and her talons slide gently along the contours of your face, lingering on your scars. Reach out to touch her, feel her features. Your hand touches Ravel's cheek as her talons caress your face, and instinctively you mirror her touch. As her talons drag along your left cheek, your fingers drag along hers. Her eyes close, and yours follow. It feels strangely familiar. Close your eyes, surrender to the memory. When your eyes open, it feels as if all the color has bled out of the trees and the maze. Everything is a featureless, dusty, dead grey. Ravel's eyes are still closed, but as you watch, they slowly open and she smiles. A sad, grey smile. You feel words rising to your lips, echoing something you have said in the past, in a different place, on another plane. It is said, you are the greatest of the Grey Sisters, Ravel. I have travelled far to reach you. She nods, but slowly, too slowly, as if through a dream. When she speaks, her words are muted, as if being spoken underwater. But why have you travelled so far? Your need must be great, yet you seem to have brought nothing that would interest me. You must pay for your services. My need is great. My currency is this, a challenge. Perhaps an impossible challenge, one I fear is beyond even your abilities. You echo the words, and you feel the manipulation, the subtle twist designed to pull Ravel's strings. Her eyes blaze a fiery grey in the dream memory, and the grey that is eating the landscape seems to ebb from her features. There's nothing that is beyond me, foolish man, nothing! Pose your challenge, I will hear you. Death waits at the end of life for all men. I need it to wait for me no longer. Can you do this, beautiful Ravel? The vision clears, the grey bleeding away from the maze until the color resumes. Your hand still cupping Ravel's cheek. Her eyes are closed and she sighs. You withdraw it slowly, and after a moment Ravel's eyes open and she gives a rasping hiss. Yes! Ravel?
Updated my journal.
Ravel's finger withdraws and she looks at you sadly. Oh, sad, sad, broken off thing. All the pieces. She squints at you again. No longer the one Ravel knew, are you? Are you still broken after all this sad, sad time? Broken? What do you mean? A body you possess, but a body of knowledge you do not. She points her ragged talon at your chest, at your scars. Many and such scars you have. All is scrawled on your skin. Many tales does your skin tell. What tales does my skin tell? Your scars and tattoos shout to me. He is a man in confrontation with the world. Ravel makes a crooning noise not unlike a dying bird. Yes, such tales as would shrivel even a hag's ears. Tell me these tales. I would know them. The tales are many. The echoes of balance, imbalance, trials of war, battles with fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from afar to sustain itself, and of torments. Such torments flesh has never known. Oh god. Balance? Imbalanced? Divided in two you were when your mortality was peeled from you. No longer balanced, much broken in the separation. Both a blessing and a mistake. But more mistake than blessing, Ravel thinks. You took my mortality. How? Forgotten the how of it I have I? Ravel's gaze dims for a moment, the black veins swimming in her eyes. And even if I remembered it, I would never do it twice. Not forgotten the moment have I, after the break, seeing the pain stream from your veins, your cries like a wailing child, every bit of your being filled with emptiness, terrible even for these eyes. So that's why I feel hollow inside, because my mortality is gone. Very well. What are these other tales my skin tells? The tales are many. The blah blah blah. Trials of war? Great trials of war. Much too much to be borne by any mortal thing. What war? Where? The war touches all, my precious half-man. There is no place where it carries is not felt. Did it touch you? Ravel's voice drops almost bitter. To this, Ravel says, aye. That would explain the scars. What are these other tales? Battles with fiendish elements. Two fiends, butt heads. Their tiny heads filled with ideas of how the planes should be, yet can never be, or the planes they would be no longer. Such foolishness. I'm not certain I understand. What are these other tales? A creature that feeds on others from afar. No base hungers do you feel, but far more terrible ones boil beneath your skin. And such a cost. Hungers? What do you mean? I know not the nature nor the cause of these hungers, but heed this. Coming events cast their shadows before them, my precious half-men. There is no saying of what these events will be, not even with Ravel's eyes. Very well. And these torments? What are these torments you speak of?
Updated my journal.
A lodestone pulls iron to it, and so do you, my precious half-man. But it is not iron, but tormented souls. As others suffer, they are drawn to you, and your path becomes theirs. She makes a sweeping gesture. Do you not see them in the eyes of those that have traveled here with you? My companions? What do you mean? Das fragen wir offensichtlich sehr häufig und werden wir noch häufiger fragen. Do you wish to explain, Gith? Ravel throws a burning glance at Darkon, tempered with a faint smile. Vows may prove tighter than any chain, no? The manacles of a race once enslaved, now a slave again? Darkon is silent, but his blade shifts at Ravel's words. The blade darkens, the edge sharpening until the karak itself seems to carry a horrible malevolence about it. Watch your words, Ravel. The cockbox, Ravel's gaze drifts to Nordham. Once it knew only suffering's definition, but now it feels its sting. There's no room for two in the world of ones and zeros, no place for mayhap in a house of truths and falses, and no green with envy in a black and white world. When it discovers how the planes turn, when it discovers the truth behind loyalty and illogic, more torments will it know. Ravel, leave my companions alone. I have the shattering skull. Ravel doesn't bother to even look at Maud, as if he is beneath her notice. Are the quips enough of a shield for what lies buried inside your brain box? Why speak truth when lies suffice? Maud, What do you mean, Ravel? Wie üblich. The abyssal temptress. Ravel sneers, her yellowed fangs piercing her purpled lips as she squints at fall from grace. A skin so fair, lips so rich, eyes that might cause you to forget Ravel herself, and yet she suffers more than any other. When one turns on their nature, many are the torments that arise from such a betrayal. Ravel? Grace replies softly, almost cautiously. I have come to terms with... You lie, succubus! Ravel's lips peel back in a snarl. You lie! Do not dare lie to me, when your heart is a book to me. Every word you spit screams of your torment. Have a care with your words, Ravel. Enough of this. Ravel gestures at Anna as if she is for sale upon an auction block. Look upon the feisty tiefling, such fiery hair and voice. Ravel smiles, baring her rows of yellow teeth. Shall I speak of your torment, tiefling? Anna seems paralyzed, her eyes wide. As Ravel turns her black-veined gaze to her, you can see her trembling, her heart beating fast. No, no, I shall not speak of it. Ravel's voice drops almost in exhaustion. Oh, Gottes Willen. And the smile fades from her face. Grown tired of cruelties and torments, Ravel has. The world is a jacket enough place. She turns to you, her bloody eyes dimmed, and she sighs. And my precious, precious half-man, for you, the greatest torment of all, life forevermore. Can it be life a cares for you as Ravel does? She gnashes her yellow tusk with a horrid clacking noise. Once so brave, so passionate, so terribly lost. Sad, sad. Ravel, why did you make me immortal? A puzzle of bone and skin were you, always intriguing, and the most beloved of all who came to me, petitioning, requesting, pleading, pleasing, pleading for help. Ravel stares hard at you, her black-veined amber eyes narrowing. So hard to see past the scars, to dig up the man who once was underneath. Ravel, can you tell me anything about who I once was? A shadow, a substance, a seeking that which casts the light. I know you more and no. Ravel pauses, her eyes dimming. No more than I know the nature of any man. Crossed paths have we, a man tainted with undeath, still feeling the pangs of separation, and an old withered crone, now all imprisoned. Crossed paths? Seems it that we are meeting for the first time? No, not. Ravel seems confused for a moment, then shudders as if throwing off weight. Not at all. An echo of a future meeting, this is. Or a past meeting, depending on which way time is facing. Oh god. So this meeting echoes a meeting in the past. The now and then, very similar. So tangled the now and then is, both mirrored in each other. Once and again, you come before me with a problem, to challenge me for a solution to an impossibility. Ravel hisses at you and her eyes blaze. Beautiful, ungrateful, beloved man. What was this impossibility I ask you to solve? Ravel doesn't seem to have heard you. She still seems to be in the past, for her eyes dim as if looking far away. Such fire in your eyes, enough to stir a grey lady's heart. Passion to be free, but when freed, the fire in your eyes guttered out. With the separation, your life has shed all meaning, I fear. Ravel smiles with her yellowed fangs, then clicks them together as if laughing. Mayhap you should sit on your hind legs and limp your forepaws. Mayhap Ravel will give you another scrap of knowing. If begging will bring me answers, then I beg you, Ravel, tell me what you know. I need your help in remembering what happened. Ah, a gentle heart now. Ravel's black-veined eyes glint and the corner of her mouth twists upwards like a snake. Has life softened you? Ah, but one can hope. Ravel, I have many questions I wish to ask you. Oh, more questions do you have? Ravel crooned softly, but there is an edge to it, as if she is reprimanding you. But you have already asked so many. Ravel's black-veined eyes take on a curious gleam. The time for my question is now, half-man. Very well. Know this and know Ravel's law. If you do not answer my questions, no more of your questions will I answer, my precious man. Step lightly with the answers, or the asking shall tear you apart. Your rules are fair. Ask your questions, Ravel. I would know why you travelled here with these others. Know not the place they were travelling to? Of course they knew. Who would not want to travel here to meet with you, beautiful Ravel? Few opportunities does life provide for such a meeting. They wished to see if the tales of your power and beauty were true, as I knew them to be. Wow. Ja, das ist... Ja, sind wir mal nett. Ravel stares at you for a moment in silence, then her face splits into a horrendous grin, her row of yellow fangs glistening in the faint light of her eyes. Ah, my precious man, you carry only words. A blackish tongue darts from her purple lips. A blackish tongue darts from her purple lips and rolls around the rim of her mouth, as if in anticipation of a meal. So brilliant. But you are well armed, indeed. Only truth do I speak, Ravel. Ja, mal. She nods slowly and her grin fades. And they travel with you willingly? They chose to walk my path with me. As I said, who wouldn't walk? Chose? Ah, a dangerous word. Is it so? Yes. Yes? Ravel throws a black-veined glance at Darkon, her voice like an arrow. Is it choice, Gith? Is it? Or is it a matter of two skies? Darkon's blade bleeds into a vicious dead black, mirroring his eyes, and to your surprise the Karak edge silently splits into jagged fangs. Splits into jagged fangs, tatsächlich. Ravel, leave him be. I will answer your questions, not them. What of the cockbox? Ravel turns to Nordum, sneering. What does it know of choice? She snaps her fingers like the sound of cracking bone. There's only obey and obey, Query. What does Nordum define? Choice. Define? Choice. The act of choosing, selection. The right of opportunity to choose. Nordum, stop. This is between Ravel and I. Look, Ravel. Ravel turns to Maud. Scowl, scowl, scowl. Ravel clicks her tongue after each word and her smile widens. Your expression is difficult to read without the skin wrapping, but I feel your fear from here. Coming here was not your choice. Well, I didn't have anything better to do except go to one of the ladies' mazes and meet one of the evilest creatures ever to set foot in Sigil, so I said, sure, why not? Maud, be quiet. Be quiet? Maud clicks his teeth. Like the hells I will. I think I've listened to this crone rattle her bone box enough, and now she's got some pair of stones saying I haven't got any skin, so what if I don't? Obviously, the fact she has skin has done wonders for her looks. Does she think I like being naked all the time? And another thing, Maud, cut it out! Ravel, look. The succubus, Ravel grins. Did she have a choice? may have a smooth-skinned mind of soft silks and hard truth. Maybe choice. But no, a sensate must experience all, and to refuse to come, not a sensate would you be. Still no choice. Ravel, enough of this. The tiefling, the fiery one. Ravel cackled softly and her eyes kindled as if amused. No choice at all. When you feel instead of think, there's little room for choice. Anna makes no response. Ravel's mere presence seems to have silenced her. Her tail has stopped flicking, however, and her eyes have lost their hard edge. Enough with this, Ravel. What other questions did you have? Shh! There will be time enough for you to speak, my precious man. Ravel taps the talon against one of her yellow tusks. This question next. What do you feel for these that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart? She smiles, black veins dancing in her eyes. Or are they just tools for your will? Ja, das wollen wir uns erstmal gut überlegen. Blöderweise hören unsere Kollegen das ja, da sollten wir vielleicht nicht allzu brutal sein. Und außerdem stimmt es ja auch, they matter to me. Even the gift? Ravel's amber gaze falls on Darkon, then slides off to lock with your eyes again. Speak what he means to you, and say it true, or blanketing my garden he will be. He is my ally. I know him. He is my friend. Ah, Ravel nods. Then she smiles again, her talons tapping against each other. Does that surprise you? What of the skull? Ravel doesn't even bother to look at Maud. Surely he matters not to one such as you? Or does he? It's useless to comment. I like him. He is my friend. Wir sind wirklich. Heute haben wir unseren netten Tag und außerdem hat Mord schon genug einstecken müssen. Curious, sir. Curious her. Ravel smiles. Quite the puzzle box you're shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind? I hide nothing. Ah. Ravel's voice takes on a threatening weight and she turns to fall from grace, her red eyes blazing. And here's the core of it. The abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the merely carnal to you, or is she something else in your eye, Grace says nothing. She seems to be studying Ravel intently. You are suddenly struck with a feeling Grace is sizing up Ravel for weaknesses. Das ist prinzipiell eine gute Idee, auch wenn du gerade in die falsche Richtung guckst, Grace, aber trotzdem. Ravel turns back to you, clacking her yellow tusk as if in anticipation. Speak, precious man, but have a care where your words fall. Oh God. What is she to you, beautiful Ravel? She cannot even compare to your looks. Your ein bisschen dick, aber your intellect, your power. I could fall in love with her. Ja, das ist alles ein bisschen zu emotional. Wollen wir mal lügen, sicherheitshalber. What is she to you, beautiful Ravel? She cannot even compare to your looks, your intellect, your power. Ravel slides her gaze off of you and narrows her eyes at Grace. So if I were to strike her down, snuff her infernal heart, you would not stir? Answer carefully. Striker, nee, I retract my words. I do not wish her harmed. Pah! Contrary man! Entschuldige mal, ja? Männer dürfen das auch, zumindest manchmal. Ravel's eyes smolder, and as she turns back to you, you see the veins in her eyes have sharpened. Which thought rattles about in your skull now? I spoke falsely. I knew not what I said, but I have had enough of death, mine or any other, to last several lifetimes. Ravel slides the gaze off of you and narrows her eyes at Grace. Enough of these games, Ravel. Look. Ravel turns, clacks her tusk, then glances at Anna with a sneer. And what of this slip of flesh? The fiendling, the tiefling with the scarlet hair and the fiery passion. What is she to you, my precious man? Nothing beautiful, Ravel, only you hold meaning to me, no other, aber als Lüge. Ravel glances at Anna, then snorts, her black-veined eyes gleaming. So you would not miss her? Her fiery blood would be a welcome draught to the Triggets. It has been long indeed since they have tasted fiendish blood. Ravel doesn't take her eyes off Anna, but she continues to speak to you. Answer carefully, my precious man. This is no game. I retract my words. I do not wish her harmed. Contrary man. Which thought rattles about in your skull now? Blah, blah, blah. Enough of these games. My next question is this. Earl's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have a strange feeling she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely without you, precious man. The way to this place is difficult, beautiful Ravel. Efforts have been made to ensure you have little company, and many were the trials I was forced to undertake in order to stand before you. Yet I am glad to see you once again, Ravel. Time has not dulled your beauty, I see. Your answers! Ravel's eyes glint and her lips peel back in a grotesque smile. Your words are soothing and have not been heard in such a time. They stir even my black brambled heart. No matter where your memories be, your charms remain, pretty thing. Nay, it is your charms that persists, beautiful Ravel. Of charms, enchantments, beguilements, all these Ravel has mastered. Yet there's much it seems you could teach, I. Perhaps have you another question for me? Ah, yes. The third and last question is this. As Ravel opens her mouth to speak a final question, you are suddenly gripped with a terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you feel it welling up within you, and you feel compelled to ask it. What can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
Haben wir eine ganze Menge zur Wahl. I don't know, ist nicht besonders gut. Love, hatred, power, greed, betrayal, death, regret, age, suffering, success, the plains. You, Ravel, as you changed my nature forever. A beautiful woman, Ravel, as you changed me. Nothing can change the nature of a man. Gute Frage. Ich tendiere zu Nummer 13, da wir ja tatsächlich dadurch, dass wir jetzt unsterblich geworden sind, tatsächlich unsere Natur verändert haben, oder unser Wesen. Sagen wir mal 13. You, Ravel, as you changed my nature forever. And that is your answer? The veins in Ravel's eyes begin to shift slightly and she gives an evil smile. Be certain before you say. It may not be your answer, but it is my answer. And that is all I wished for, my precious man. Ravel smiles, relaxes. A simple answer, and in the end, many other men have I laid low while they sought my answer. That's it? I thought. Ravel cackles. Countless times had the question's been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who came before me answer with their answer, but always sought to creep inside my mind and find what I thought. Shh. There's no truth in that. I don't believe you. In fact, I don't think they ever could have answered you true, even if it was true to them. Ravel falls suddenly, strangely silent. She is watching you warily. You never cared about any answer other than mine. Ever, did you? Yet still you asked the question, knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hand.
Updated my journal.
Ravel hisses. Of course your answer was the only one I sought, for you were the only reason I asked the question. Did you think I cared for them? Did you think I even cared a fraction of the amount for them that I cared for you, my precious man? Answer me that. I'm through answering your questions, Ravel. Now you'll answer mine. Und das machen wir im nächsten Video. Bis dahin. Tschüss.